Alrighty, hello and welcome to tonight's stream. I am Samius. And it doesn't look like there's anyone on DDO stream, so we might run a quick raid. Oh wait, no, I can't raid my own channel. Raid me. Mother truckers, there we go. Alright. Woo! Let's do it all night long. Why am I hitting those buttons? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, hello and welcome to tonight's stream. I'm your host Samius, and we are, of course, playing Dungeons & Dragons Online like we do every night. Every Monday, anyhow. Every Monday night. There we go. Boop. Tonight we have Discord fired up, so if you'd like to be part of the conversation, feel free to jump into discord.me/SamusGurobo, and we're gonna have a good time. Probably a good time. Mostly a good time. 100% guaranteed, probably almost a good time. Something not entirely unlike a good time. We'll say hello to Raiders. I'm gonna blow my honker again. It's been that kind of day. I need to get a hard mute button so I can just like hit a button and mute. Oh, we are rank 92 and we're ready for the awesome quests that are over in the Vales. We're going to head out there. Some of my favorite quests. We got a fun group earlier today with Ginger, Spice, and Miv, and a few other fine fellows, and made some great XP, great strides. Oh, like, and we got some sweet stuff, so we'll probably have to cash something in because I'm not sure when the turn-in thing ends. I think it's today or tomorrow, but we'll figure it out. I don't even know how many party favors we have. Probably a couple. Do that thing that drives a little beef crazy and open my inventory. I mean, I almost have enough for a kobold gem. Could be worth it. Could be okay, dokali. I don't know, we'll see. Looks like our numbers have fluctuated and refluctuated. Now we're at 4, which is pretty sweet, but we can do better than that. We were at 14 this afternoon, and my headache finally had gotten to me. We should also grab, actually, before we run off from the boat, we should grab the necro stick. I actually kind of wish I would have had it earlier today. I just have a level 10 one. But you really don't grab, in my opinion, you really don't grab necro stuff when you... I'm going to put that down here, I think. When you're looking for damage, like necro damage is not necessarily the top of the thing. Although maybe it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and grab a level 15 version. Maybe a Pale Master would like it. I don't know. This song is very quiet. But I don't know. Maybe it's the right way to go. Try this again. Boop, break my ankles. A level 2 Vorpal Axe Is that... No. I don't even use the level 3 Vorpal thing I have very often. So one of the things that I try to do is... Let's see, which quest do I actually want to do first, like for reals? I think we should probably start with... Sleeping Dusk. Call it a hunch, but I feel like this life we're going to want to do that because we're not built around DPS. We're more like this AoE spell damage thing. So I think we should focus on that. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that... Oh, let's meet that. Is I try to, every once in a while, hit the DDO... See who's playing DDO and just kind of see what's going on. Right now, Dirty Leprechaun is playing on Galanda, and I'm on After Dark. And then Camro here says that he's got the stream running. Not gonna, oops, not gonna lie, I'm not sure who that is, but it's cool. We're gonna pause our playback so hopefully smooth out the playback here. And we're just gonna try Reaper 1 and see how it goes. Okay. Everything should be okay. So once again, I'm over on the Discord channel if you'd like to jump in, have a conversation, as long as we keep it pretty clean. The topics can be varied and stuff, but I do want to keep it clean. Hello, Crazy. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a pretty awesome evening. I really wanted to take a nap earlier today. I was hurting pretty bad, and I didn't, but I am feeling a little better. So hopefully tonight's stream will be very fun. Alright, we don't... I usually don't care if I kill a bunch of spiders. Normally. However, today I think I'm going to try not to. Let's give you a cold shoulder. More as a personal challenge to myself than anything. Whoa. Did you just seriously just fireball me through the door? You, sir. I'll see you next Tuesday. Alright, you get fingered. You can do that, and you can get El Kildo. Book? Do we have a book? No book. Boo. Boo. So what do you guys want to talk about? One of the things that I'm trying specifically to do with the Samius After Dark is hit challenging conversations that not everybody necessarily really wants to talk about during the chill streams. But that's what I'm here for. Oh, we killed a spider. Well, we don't have to worry about not killing spiders now. That's what happens when you wear your death block items. So we'll just kill whatever is necessary in the most expedient manner. Odds are this will still end up being the best way to go, because it'll just be quicker to kill one thing instead of a bunch. I do not see the book. Alright, so the book is over here, so we can theoretically go up 1. Or 2, I mean, and jump over. We'll give it a shot. Sometimes we can do it. Sometimes I can't. Of course, we have to find the first key first, but usually isn't that big of a deal. Come on. Stick your head out. Stop screwing around. I got things to do. Yeah. Academic treasure. Sick backpack. Maybe. There we go. And a fungus. That is the downside. I was... Oh my goodness. Running the challenge today at level 23 was so sweet on the collectible front. I am pretty disappointed now that that's over. You, Marco Law, huh? Another... I should finish it relatively quickly. Well, maybe not. A shock. Get wrecked, son. Boo, he's not here. Terrell actually asked a question that I think I'm going to rework in such a way that it's a little bit more appropriate. But I do think it actually has a lot of merit. So, he wanted to know what my favorite word was for the male reproductive organ. And then my least favorite word for the male reproductive organ. To which, I didn't really have an answer. I had to think about it. And I told him I think I have a responsive go-to of a ding-dong. And it kind of has made me wonder how many other things are like that. Like, what do our preferred vocabulary, do we actually have favorite or preferred words? And if so, do we think about the fact that we do have these words? Because, again, I don't typically think about it. It's not like my favorite color that comes into my mind reasonably often, you know? How are you still alive, sir? Still no book. The rats are probably still mad though, right? Yeah. And it's summertime in the city. So, do you guys actually have words for things or that you have favorites for? It is very it's a weird concept to me. My favorite words for something. I don't know. That's going to be tonight's ponderance, I think. Not deep philosophical words or phrases. Also, of course, we can talk about builds. We're getting close, actually, to wrapping up this life. Oh, let's pop this. Did we not already kill that? Don't think that's gonna finish him. You, on the other hand, poof. Quite nice. And then didn't I see a I feel like I saw an Ogre Magi right there around the corner, but I guess not. So for next lives, we have a Bard. We have a Barbarian. We have a Favored Soul. We still have to do 2 fighter levels. We have a Paladin life and a Rogue life left on our triple completionist checklist. And of course, we still need to start on our racial past lives. And I'm leaning towards the intelligence-based ones first. I find it personally easiest to have a high int and do int to damage and int to hit as just like a constant. So I'm actually debating on doing Drow first. Because I like Gnome, I can do Gnomes anytime. But getting the Drow out of the way would actually mean a lot to me. But there's also something to be said about working on the con lives. I don't know. I'm looking for input. So those are our 2 big things to kind of discuss and think about of the day. Of course, any topic is fine. But those are ones that I am particularly drawn to this evening. If everything goes according to plan, we could be TRing as early as Wednesday. It's unlikely to TR Wednesday afternoon, but it is possible. We could TR Wednesday night. That seems fairly likely, actually. But what do I know? Maybe things will just go cling, 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 and we'll just rock through these last few ranks, and we'll be ready to TR in no time. We get interrupted. I kind of think we did. Nope, he missed out of here. It's aggravating. Does the book not appear now until you get close enough? Because I didn't even see it until I got way up there. Alright, let's make sure that these monsters are, in fact, disengaged. They were not. Okay, he should die now. And one more tick. Perfect. Now they're disengaged. So again, I do not know every single path perfectly. Like, I don't know which ones go to where. Except for the ones that I take to go to the first, second, and third path. So we're going to go to the second path. Path number 2 should take us to here. Although we could just go to path number 3. Which I believe is this one. But I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to go this way. We got some champion rats. Let's try to avoid that if we can. We do have one pair of Scooty Booties, one singleton pair, which we are hopefully going to be able to... Did I not? Oh, I didn't find a key. So silly. I totally spaced out. I have to find that key first. I got the book! What else can I possibly need? The key! The key is the lock to the door. Hopefully as our tea kicks in, things will be a little smoother. Alright, we walked out of the last tunnel. We walked into and out of the second tunnel. Let's go through tunnel 1. See if Choker's in here. If he is, he's doing a good job hiding. Very rarely do I see him in the third tunnel, aka the tunnel you walk in on. But I suppose it's possible, so you'll check it out. My fuser is pumping brain power and M-grain into the air. Hopefully between those two things, my brain will kick on. Looky there. And that is why we look. No, not this. Jump backwards, stop that. Let's get, alright, finish him, please finish him. Sweet. I think we'll go ahead and summon our various helpers. So this is a trick that I've used for a long time with the double hireling DV action. I highly recommend it. I also even watched the High Lords earlier today summon their Elleries. So an individual who needed a shrine. Little brother, how's it going, man? I have a Discord channel that you can jump into for streaming. Discord.me/SamusGarovo. I think let me Facebook you a link real quick. I know you're a big Discord guy. I usually don't care for it myself, but do I not have it handy? Yeah, I hates it. There you go. I'm not gonna lie. I've not tried at all to set the bots. I do have a guy who has a bunch of bots set up. And I know that Samus bot has some functionality to tie in, but I haven't figured it out yet. I make this argument a lot that I would rather make content than try to figure out how to make it to use all these various tools. Ritz, hello. I was pumping up your channel earlier today. People were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mentioned that you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Streamer. So hopefully you'll pick up a few wannabe Yu-Gi-Oh! Viewers tonight or whenever you stream next. I got your back. The rats came. Well, it's literally the least I can do. Like, I really didn't do anything except for mention that I knew a guy who streamed it. That's it. I don't know if there's less that I can do to help. If it involved work, it would, whew, I don't know if it would happen. But yeah, we're talking about card games and then Magic, and then we transitioned into Yu-Gi-Oh! And naturally I thought of you. You're literally the only person I know that plays Yu-Gi-Oh! That is somebody that I would engage with in like an actual conversation. Everybody else I've tried to talk to about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is on a scale somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty pro murdering things in this quest. Insta kills are pretty sweet. Actually, the reason why we went back and grabbed this club, the Necroform post, which makes me think I should go ahead and buy the second one. If I would buy this one, shouldn't I also want to buy the other one? Whew. That was tough. Hey, Ice Soul. Get fingered. No one likes you. I messaged you a link, little brother. Did you get it? I don't know how long that particular link is good for. I just used the invite friends thing. Oh, here you are. Oh, you're in Factorio. Let's move you up here to DDO land. Let's see if I can do that. I think I can do that. Stretch you out. Yeah, did it works? I think you're in the right chat now. We'll see if it worked. I believe it did.
Am I here?
I hear you. I heard you with the words. Little brother, everyone. Little brother 1. To be specific. Not to be confused with little brother 2. Who, aka mom's favorite.
Definitely her favorite.
We should get him on the stream and in the Discord just so we can call him mom's favorite because he gets so mad. I mean, everyone knows it's true, right?
Yep.
Except for him and mom.
No, she believes it too.
Well, I know she believes it in the fact that she knows it's not you or I, but... Alright, sweet. What? Gonna he? Come here, little Reaper. What are you doing over there hiding?
Try out WoW yet?
I did not. I have not tried your WoW game, sir. I think Tobrel's over there right now, actually, though. I have no idea any of the things. Don't ask me. I know nothing of the WoWness. I thought maybe they'd pop into Discord, but it doesn't look like they're gonna. They're gonna stay in the TeamSpeak server.
You might as well start now. I'm re-leveling another tune, so...
Yeah, I mean... If I had a sponsor, I would probably check it out, but... Again, majority of the people that I know... in WoW basically tell me I would hate it. I even think you told me I would hate it once.
I don't know.
Like, I think you did. Everyone seems to think that I would really like the story the first time through, and then I would be annoyed.
I don't know, you can do these little quest dungeons all day long. I think you could probably play WoW too.
Maybe. I mean, to be fair, I have to break up the DDO stuff a lot too. I even took an hour. Usually I don't play at the computer unless I'm streaming, but I even took about an hour today and played a game without streaming it. It was weird. It's not something I do anymore. Played some Oxygen Not Included. But I basically put the game in a situation where I was going to auto lose, so I had to figure out how to load a past save and do a little bit of work. Alright, she got lots of hit points now. So what's going on? How's the new job?
Oh, job's going good. Can't beat driving around and getting paid for it.
I mean, that driving around part sounds terrible, but the getting paid part sounds pretty okay.
Yeah, true.
You know how much I love being in a vehicle, away from home.
That's true for you. I don't mind driving. Been doing it 15 years now. All day, every day, as a cop or doing this.
Right. So everybody who may or may not care, little brother was a sheriff deputy, right?
Yep.
So, smoke him if you got him. What is this? It hit so hard. Oh, it's that guy. Okay. That's fair. Oh no, I was actually going to talk to you. I'm kind of glad you're on. I was going to actually send you a message here in the next couple of weeks. What do you want to try to do about the aquaponics stuff? Do you want to try to get some of it while you're down for Remy's graduation? You want to come get it earlier?
For sure, I can do it at Remy's graduation. Mom and them are going to be in Great Bend in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
17th.
Well, your mom, aka my mom, doesn't bother to tell me when she comes to Kansas. Like, I'll find out a week later that she was like an hour away.
Yeah.
And like, I bet she's been in Kansas more in the last 2 years and not even told me than than she's been pretty much anywhere.
Hey, they're going to be there on the 17th. How about that? They're going to move Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh yeah, where's Grandma and Grandpa going?
Medicine Lodge.
Oh good, they got the house, Phyllis did.
Yep.
Well, I'll have to see if I can make some free time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hang out too much. Unfortunately, we scheduled a Magic tournament that I have to run that weekend. But it should be over by, I would imagine 6. So, they'll probably already have taken a load to Medicine Lodge by then. I don't know if they're going to try to do everything at once.
I don't know. Big thing is I can't help because I got a softball tournament that weekend.
That's probably the real reason why she didn't let me know. She doesn't want to hear my reasons of why I can't go help.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll just never come help. Like, sorry. I had events scheduled. I mean, this one I probably had I known in advance, I could have not scheduled a thing, but now it's scheduled.
Yeah.
This is one of the few things I actually had control over. Power was mine.
Send me your email on Facebook.
That's the one that I check regularly. How's that? If anyone would like to send me an email, you can send me several different spots. The number 2trollsbrew@gmail.com is for Magic the Gathering stuff. And, of course, Samius at DDO Cocktail Hour if you'd like to discuss DDO-related topics. So, I have numerous means of getting a hold of things. I don't actually know which one is my battle tag, to be honest. But we're already friends, I thought, on Blizzard.
Yeah, but I need to send you the deal for 30 days of free game time and stuff.
Oh, for WoW?
Yep, you want a sponsor, I'm sponsoring you.
Oh, God. Does it have a timer to start?
I don't know for sure.
Okay, because we should probably wait until I know I have time. Okay. Because, like, when I know I actually have time to try it, I will try it. Well, so here's the deal. I talk to my brothers not very damn much, to be honest. Probably more now than we used to. But I'm trying really hard to be a better brother and speak to everybody. Better family person. It's tough. I'm one of those people who it's really hard to make time for stuff like that. It doesn't occur to me. I don't think about it. Yeah. I'm pretty terrible when it comes to family stuff. They try really hard to have a Christmas every year, but they always schedule it on Martin Luther King weekend, which normally seems really smart. Like, the logic behind it is really good, but that same logic that makes it good for us to have Christmas get together that weekend also makes it really good logic for Wizards of the Coast to plan a pre-release that weekend. So, and since my job is literally to run every Magic tournament that my local shop has, unfortunately that means that it's a tournament that I can't just cancel or not be there for. But theoretically, now with this set evening schedule for streaming of around 10:30 until about 2 in the morning, and then of course I do the daytime stream starting at 11, that gives a pretty easy window for my family to be able to be like, yo, mother trucker, what's up? So hopefully that'll help everybody involved, actually. But I talk to my mother probably once a year. I talk to my father probably once a year. I used to talk to my grandparents probably twice a year. They would call me for my birthday and Christmas. Which, I know Mom doesn't appreciate when I make this joke, but sometimes I don't get anything from my mother on my birthday. My dad at least used to call me on my birthday, which he hasn't done this year. Sometimes I don't even know if she would remember my birthday if Facebook didn't tell her. She'd remember the day after my birthday. I've gotten a lot of messages the day after my birthday. For the record, my birthday is July 3rd, so I don't think it's a lack of not knowing when my birthday is. I think it's a matter of not knowing what day it is.
Well, and Gary's mom's birthday's on July 3rd too, so no excuses, right?
Well, I
Did you
often
tell her
don't
happy
even know
birthday
what.
on her birthday?
Yeah, I sent her a message, and Remy and I called, actually. I'm going out of my way, bro.
You want her to tell you happy birthday, huh?
I'm especially with my brain the way it is right now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be me. Like, and especially after seeing Grandpa.
Yeah, and if you're having the head issues, and
yeah,
that'd be good.
So I figure the least I can do is make the occasional phone call to wish people happy birthday. The very occasional phone call. Let's see. I am pulling up Grimm's DDO puzzles right now, so I don't have to know the answer. Blue is H because we looked at that one earlier, so well, blue H over here. And because we already killed a spider, we're not going to get the spider chest. And there are only 4 spiders in this room. We're just going to kill everything. Door open. Door didn't open. Doop. 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 There we go. And we are in cold mode, so we're just going to Ice Storm and Earthquake. I should finish him. And the named guy should not really be that many points of damage. 7,000 hit points is not very many in the grand scheme. So we can knock him down a little bit here with our crossbow. Pew, pew, pew. Which reminds me, actually, I want to, near the front of each stream, I kind of want to talk about the build a little bit. A friend of mine was asking me about my build on my rogue life, because I mentioned that it was a little bit strange, and they wanted to know how, and I could not tell them. So I had to go back through a bunch of my old videos and kind of remember how I built him, why I felt the build was weird. So right now we are 15 levels of druid, 2 artificer, and 1 wizard, which is weird for a lot of reasons. One, druids and arties don't necessarily go together. They're not necessarily the most synergistic couple. Which is, I don't know, whatever. It's fine. And we are int to damage and wisdom to hit. That makes a lot of sense, right? But particularly in the early game, our wisdom was so much higher than our dexterity that we were missing a lot, so we had to do something. So being Zen Archer just lets us use our wisdom to hit. Works out great. And of course, you know, having int to damage is also reasonable. Seriously, you're still dead? Usually they come back to life when you quest. Rank 93. We may actually cap out without doing the thing. Can you just get my battle tag too? Like, is that a thing? 'Cause I feel like I could know my battle tag, Derek. Pretty sure it's Samius 1518.
Yeah, it just shows friend's email address.
Oh, okay. That's probably the one. So, would you like to comment on the question of the day? The comment of the day. So Tobrell asked me earlier, what was my least favorite and most favorite nickname for male genitalia? So, my question is, do you have a lot of things that you consider your favorite or least favorite ways to describe something? Like, I did not actually ever think about the idea of a nickname for my ding dong in a way of favorite to least favorite.
Well, I've never really thought about it, but if someone called me Stubby, that would probably be my least favorite.
I mean, come on. Mighty tuna cans. Mighty tuna can for days, bro.
That has always been that running joke around my neck of the woods about Pringle Can.
Right.
And me have a lot in common. But I don't think it was the size.
Have a good night, Crazy. Is it because...
Possibly.
I was trying to think that's filled with salty goodness. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 Central Standard Time for probably Factorio, if you're interested. Although I'm not 100% on schedule for those things. But in a grander scheme, would you say that you had a favorite phrase for something else? Like, I've never thought of ever having anything that I would consider like a favorite word for something.
No, I haven't either, really.
Like a nickname for a favorite, like for car. Like, I know a lot of people, they talk about how cars have ladies' names over male names, you know, stuff like that. I don't get that kind of stuff. I think this is the cold, right? Yeah, perfect. That's what I want. We should put this in a temporary slot. I think I'll put it over this. You ready yet? Like, I know I have favorite nicknames. Hey, Ray! Feel free to jump into the chat. We're talking about that you probably do. This is a good conversation for you, actually, to jump in on. Your favorite nickname for body parts and your least favorite nickname for body parts, and why would you have a favorite and a disfavorite? Least favorite. What would you call least liked? Most favorite, least favorite. I feel like most disliked. 3, 2, 1. So many piece of S. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what Samius After Dark is all about. It's this topic is made for you. Ooh. All right, let's get this Reaper down.
Okay, one of my favorite things that I like to call my chest, I just call them my chesticles. It's one of my favorite things to call whatever. And like, I have various names for my lady parts. I tend to liken my downtown to a sarlacc.
Okay.
So those are two of my favorites. My Sarlacc and my Chesticles. I don't really like have like a least favorite nickname for my body parts. I don't like the word moist though, especially in regards to the Sarlacc. The Sarlacc cannot be moist.
Like, isn't that literally its job, though?
It is literally its job, but like there are like other words you can use. I just feel like moist, it makes me think of like mold and mildew or like a really damp forest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. But yeah, I mentioned earlier with the brother here that I don't have a favorite name or a nickname or whatever. I had to stop and think. But I do refer to, I use Ding Dong a lot. And is that what they mean by favorite in this regard? Also use Wang a lot. But I don't have anything. Again, I don't have something that I would consider my least favorite, or even a descriptor that I would consider unpleasant regarding Mini-Me. Well, I think it's an interesting kind of thought line. Also, little brother Ray, little brother.
Hi. I'm like one of those people where I don't really call a lot of my body parts by their proper name.
Yeah, I can understand that. Like if you wanted to, if your choice was to use, other phrases, that makes a lot of sense, right? But I don't know. To me, it doesn't. Having a favorite for those kind of things, I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to me. Alright, let's jump up a little bit further so we can at least get out of slap me in the face range. Burn, burn, my pretties!
Yeah, and like also I feel like I'm a writer, so I don't like to use words repetitively. So like I wouldn't call my downtown, my vagina on repeat, and I come up with other words for it. Like especially if I'm trying to be humorous or serious, I have different names for things.
Well,
A lot of these names happen to relate to my downtown because that's just seems to be the obsession. But
well, see, and I would agree, perhaps, that we share that trait in common. Not that I actually write anything, because that sounds atrocious, but I speak a lot, and I use a lot of various descriptors, and if you use the same phrases repetitively, people tend to pick up on those. So I try not to be repetitive. So I understand where you're coming from. But to make it fair, I went all the way back deep in my memory bank to give to Abrel one that was out of nowhere that I went, you know what, I haven't heard this used in a long time, and if it did, it would probably make me smile. But let's just say it rhymes with fun gun, but not.
the only thing I think of that rhymes with fun gun is Funyun. I really don't want any of my body parts to be referred to as a Funyun.
No, this would be like, come to the park with me, gun.
I'm so like dense right now. I'm not getting it, and it's really bad.
Okay. Here, let me auto attack, and I will type it in the not safe for work chat. Like, I feel like I drew you a picture, a word picture perfectly. and you're just not. It's like you're intentionally being obtuse on this one.
I'm not. Honestly, I like tonight's workout was brutal. I'm trying to get my blog post done for tomorrow. My brain was just not there. I mean, now it's there and I'm delighted, but like it just wasn't there.
It's good. I mean, right? Like, isn't that the most fun way? I think that's the. I think it goes along with like the old D holster, like for mouth.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Now I'm thinking about that scene from Varsity Blues where the James Vanderbeek character like lists off all of these names for a penis, and it's I don't know.
Yogurt slinger.
Exactly, purple-headed yogurt slinger and Pedro.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Varsity Blues. I imagine it's a egg ball game, right? Like, isn't that the idea behind it? Egg catch.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite movies. I don't really like football, but this is, yeah, it's a movie.
I thought it was a TV series.
They have a TV series on it.
I
think you're thinking like Friday Night Lights or whatever.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Varsity Blues is great though.
Well, I mean, I imagine if I was more a sports person, it would be more up my
I mean, yeah, it's football, but it's hilarious.
Well, I might check it out at some point. Like, if everything goes according to plan, right? I'm gonna be hopefully relatively isolated from everything and everyone except for my wife and a good internet connection, so. And we've got this sweet projector now. Assuming I can figure out how to clean the inner lens. I gotta figure that out. It's getting a little dusty already. She's gonna lose her shit if I don't figure it out.
The one character from that movie, Billy Bob, single-handedly inspired my love and slight fetish for men who cry.
Men who cry?
Yeah, because like, you know,
with
Billy Bob cried because he's a little bit of a crier, and like ever since then, like I've just always been into like guys who cry, and like if a guy can cry in front of me, I'm like, yes, take me now.
I mean, I've involuntary eye water. Does that count? Usually from screaming, egg-splitting pain in my noggin.
I mean, I guess, but like Billy
like
Bob,
emotional tears. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get to emotional tears, I think. Like, it would take something pretty crazy for emotional tears.
Doesn't take a lot for emotional tears on my end. Like the last couple years, it's like hitting my late 20s just kind of like flipped a switch, and suddenly I wasn't dead inside. And now like I watch like YouTube videos of animals getting reunited with their owners, and I'm like, I'm done for the night. I am crying for hours and watching those videos on repeat.
Oh, Derek, you got any thoughts on that?
About crying?
Yeah, I feel like you're probably a crier.
Oh, I'm getting beaten by my older brother with a fucking blowgun.
Yes! Yes, I knew that story was coming. I knew it.
That's the only time I'm a crier.
The one and only time.
Can I hear this story? Because I want to hear about you crying.
Go ahead, Derek.
No.
Regale everyone with
No.
the tale of your ass whooping.
My older brother's mean.
You wish.
Tell me more. Let it all out.
Oh, I don't want to cry.
He was beating on our little brother, who probably deserved it in hindsight, for being the favorite. And
I was doing us both a favor.
and I pulled the blowgun away and I beat the crap out of him. End of story.
And then he cried.
I was only like 3 years old.
You were not 3 years
You're
old.
like 12.
Whatever. You were not even that far apart. I don't know how many apart we are, but it's not that many. Okay, we're only like 3 years apart.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I always have to stop and do math, and I don't actually think I know how old anybody is. I'm not even sure I know how old I am without stopping doing the math. Isn't that sad?
I'll be 35 this year.
You're going to be 35?
Yep.
In April, right?
Yep.
See? I know things. If Facebook will probably even tell me which day it is, too, and it'll be great. No, I think I know. Maybe. I'm gonna say 50% chance I know. The real question is, will I know what day it is when it actually happens? Probably not.
Yeah. Good thing for Facebook to tell you.
Well, yes, but also you're not going to get a Facebook message. So I'm taking this year off of Facebook messaging people for events that Facebook reminds me of. I started it on my birthday this year, so don't expect nothing there. But I'll call you. Probably.
Probably not.
I mean, you got... Let's put odds on it. What do you think?
100% not, because you don't know my phone number.
Oh, that's probably true. I have to, like, jump through hoops to get it. I'll Facebook call you.
Through Messenger?
Yeah. There you go. I don't know. We'll see. I said I would bet the odds are probably a good 50-50. I don't want to make any promises, so you can't be like disappointed when I don't call you on your birthday. There's the real secret to Samius, everybody. Non-committal because he doesn't want to break his word. Oh, bearded devil. Bearded devils are Ray's favorite monster in DDO. Did you know that?
They're horrifying.
She shared that story with us last time she was on. That's pretty good. Oh, so many plague reapers. So, in case you missed it, earlier today I got in with Ginger Spice and his group, and we did a bunch of Inspired Quarter on R5 and 6. I have never felt so worthless in DDO in my life. Oh my god.
Welcome to my life in general on DDO.
Just like, oh yeah, I do pretty reasonable damage, and then all of a sudden my damage gets hit by a multiplier of -10. Oh, this is unpleasant. Are you gonna come to life? Are you gonna come to life and do bad things? We'll pretend you won't. Oh my.
Hello.
Oh, witty! So did everyone come to a group consensus about the favorite word debacle?
No, I got tired of listening to them talk about dick cancer, so I came over here.
Well, Welcome to the stream. We're not talking about dick cancer specifically.
That's why I came.
I likened my lady parts to a sarlacc.
She did. She did. I'm not entirely sure if that means she devours you and it'll take 1,000 years to get digested, or if there's teeth down there and you should watch yourself.
Why not both?
Exactly, but like, I'm feeding through somebody.
Probably me. Let me see.
It's usually him.
It is usually me. Because I don't have earbuds on for my stream.
Good job.
You sit and listen to earbuds for 12 hours and see how likely you are to want to leave your earbuds on all the time. Ah, Mr. Beef. Welcome to the night stream.
So my daughter watched the Planes movie like 5 or 6 times today.
Nice. Is she contemplating a future in aviation like your dad?
Well, she's all about planes right now. It's because she's flying to North Carolina with her mom at the end of the month. And so she's super excited about it.
Well, that's super exciting.
I mean, which is an improvement because anytime I used to take her around an airplane, she would be completely terrified.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Didn't she always used to be a little bit of a terror when it came to planes?
Yeah.
I mean, not that your lovely daughter isn't, for you, a terror. For me, a joy. It's so weird, right? Like, when your friends enjoy your misery, doesn't that make you feel, like, bad-ish?
Sounds like a regular day.
Oh, my. So, guys, let's see if we can help Ray out a little bit. If you're dating a girl, and it's fine, just average, but fine, what do? Keep dating said girl? Break up with said girl? Wait until she wises up and leaves you? What do?
I mean, if nothing's going wrong, I don't see why you wouldn't stay with her.
So he's just, like, even though it's not, there's nothing wrong, but there's nothing good, like nothing special.
It's average.
Yeah, like the sea of dating. Like, that's not what you're looking for in a long-term traveling companion, right? You're looking for at least a B.
I mean, I'm looking for the D, but...
The D? Nice. Beef says, depending on my priorities, if I'm looking for a wife, I move on. If I'm looking to feed my carnal desires, I stay.
I'm not getting either of that.
Let me try turning you down just a little bit more. I've always got to play with your volume for some reason. Like, there are days that you're talking into your microphone and days that you're, like, sitting back chilling.
This is true.
I think that's the difference. Like, the days when you're riding up on that microphone like it's a ding-dong.
I'm, like, curled up in bed with my laptop trying to write my blog, so yeah.
Personally, I've always felt the idea that men dated for fun until they're ready to get married, and then whoever they're with, when they hit that emotional spot that says, I'm ready to get married, is who they marry.
But do I not get a say in that?
I mean, you do. You get to say no.
Because I feel like in this case, I would say no to that.
Well, again, the difference is that from what I have usually seen, right, men who become ready for marriage are usually different than they are when they're just dating for fun. And there's not necessarily like a big shift necessarily, but it can be a sudden and semi-jarring shift. But I think that's just most men.
It's just average right now. I mean, it's not anything special. It's not anything great. But at the same time, it's also not anything bad. So I feel like it's tolerable and okay for now.
I know you're just waiting for me and the wife to go traveling, which is respectable.
Totally.
I mean, you know your role in my evil plan, so it's fine. She's like, do I?
I'm also planning on leaving in a year, so like, do I really like? I don't like commitment to begin with. I mean, it's me and my student loans for at least the next 7 years. And then I want to go to New Zealand for a year next year. So do I really want to get into something right now?
Yeah, I mean, those are valid questions, but see, I have the feeling that you are probably more guy-like than most ladies. And you're dating for fun. And when the time comes that you're ready to date to be serious, I think you'll have different desires and qualities that you're looking for.
I can see that. I mean, I'm convinced at this point that I'm like a permanent single Pringle, and that's okay too.
I feel like there's an analogy here I missed.
It just rhymes.
Poop. Poop. Now where did this guy go? Did he die? I don't need this Reaper, like, doing Reaper things behind my back when I can't see it.
I still haven't gotten entirely comfortable with Reapers.
So, they are sometimes still surprising. Like, you go around the corner and even on low level Reaper mode, you're like, ah! Particularly when there's multiple. But if you just stop and like think, it's really not that big of a deal. I need to do this. We can't die to petrification. That would have sucked.
Well, I think like, cause like when Reaper first came out, my TR buddy and I were running Reapers together, and he was like set for Reaper, but I wasn't, because I didn't think that we were going to be running Reaper, because we were just going to do a fast TR. So then we get into Reaper, and I'm the cleric because I'm leveling the cleric in, or no, I was leveling my druid, but she was supposed to be healer, and I'm just dying on repeat. Like, he's running off, going around corners, not following basic, like, I'm your healer rules. So he's dying, I'm dying. It was just really frustrating. We couldn't even run waterworks. It was so bad. So I started like bitching and complaining, and eventually we stopped running Reaper. And then next life we went back and we were running it, and I was actually doing fine in Reaper, and then he was struggling. So he didn't want to run Reaper anymore. So we just haven't run a lot of Reaper.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you have to kind of mentally prepare yourself for, I think. At least for me. And again, it really took the right kind of build, I think, to kind of like potty train for Reaper. So for me, it was the Cleric, right? That Cleric build that was all set up to sound burst like mad, and Firewall just was exactly the kind of build I needed to feel comfortable in Reaper mode. Like, it had the big healing, even though we didn't necessarily want to be healing like that. And it had solid abilities to crowd control with the sound burst. It had good damage with both fire spells and blade barrier eventually, and all those things. And it just became, all right, well, there's a Reaper here, we got to kill the Reaper first, you know. And you don't panic. You try not to anyway. And you just murder it.
And that's the thing. I'm the one who had nightmares about bearded devils getting in my face. So Reapers have not been a good thing for me. I'm definitely like a panicky person in game, and it doesn't help when like I'm suddenly taking Reaper damage. I have no idea where the Reaper is, and oh my god, it's in my face, and I'm gonna die, and then I'm dead.
Oh, all those things seem reasonable to me. If I'm being honest. But again, I think that's a matter of experience, right? Like you said, it's the same deal with the bearded devils. When they were shocking and new and outside of your comfort zone, they were shocking and new and outside of your comfort zone. But now you've moved past that.
I mean, 70% past it.
That's pretty reasonable past, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a perpetually anxious cucumber. So things like jumping out at me, just don't do it for me. And so there are definitely games, like not games, but quests in the game that I avoid because I'm like terrified of the things that jump at me, even though I know they're coming.
That's an interesting outlook on things. I need more ways to like cover interesting. You hear that constantly in Magic. When someone talks about a scenario or a situation, they almost always refer to it exclusively as interesting. I do that too. I need to get a thesaurus entry for interesting or intriguing or something. Because I do enjoy thought experiments when it comes to stuff like that. Ooh, we missed this. There we go.
Absorbing.
Made a rainbow.
Engrossing. Fascinating. Riveting. Gripping.
Oh,
compelling.
there you go. Riveting's a good word. That's a nice round word.
Riveting.
Round.
Yeah, round. Like, how else would you describe a word that is pleasant to say that sums up what you're looking for nicely? Round.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Stitches died.
Uh-oh, it sounds like somebody's hotzing.
Yeah.
Looks like he's already out. Okay. Low Beef literally wanted to peek XP off me, or Pike XP off me. That's cool.
I was scared of the dark, man.
I was gonna come for you. I mean, come for you anyway. Boom! Oh, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, let's go to Ritsack. I fly away into the veil now.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping.
Oh my goodness. I forget what it was earlier today, but someone set me up for an opportunity to get them on a song. And it was amazing. There's nothing I like more, I think, than putting a song in somebody's head when they don't want it to be there. Oh, it's so good.
Earbugs are amazing.
Oh, I hate earbugs. They're the worst. But it's so vindicating when you do it to somebody else.
Somebody actually brought that up at work today, and I couldn't think of like what the word was, because they're like, I've got something stuck in my head. It's an ear something. They couldn't think of the phrase for it, and I couldn't think of the phrase for it, so I just called it an ear dweller.
Oh, they're definitely brain maggots for sure. Earworms also acceptable.
I went for ear dweller because I actually just pulled mine out of the TR bank the other week because I wanted to look at it, and I spent so much time farming it that I feel like I should still use it.
I feel that way a lot. But I was literally talking to, I think, Git about it earlier today, which Git says hello, by the way, Beef.
Yep.
I don't know why he can't just like send you an in-game mail since
he's in the same guild that this character is in. So
I know that's like he wants to. It's like he wants to pass "Do you like me? Yes or no" notes.
Yeah. Play peekaboo.
Yeah. But we were literally having a conversation earlier today about farming gear. And I'm like, well, I don't really farm gear. I just collect things. And then when they're useful, I either have something or I don't. And then I kind of craft things to fill in slots. Because he was talking about gathering all this gear to TR, and I'm like, sounds terrible.
It depends on what you want to do, right? Like if you want to do something extreme that you've never done before with like a certain weapon type, you're gonna need to farm something reasonable to use, you know, or be able to craft.
Well, I think that was kind of what I was trying to hint at. He was talking about how once he gets all of his gear in place, he's going to do all these arcane archer lives to get his various past life feats, I think. I could be getting half a conversation mixed up as well.
No, that sounds like something he would do. He really likes rangers a lot.
Yeah. But, I mean, again, when it's time for me to do ranger things, I would just do it, you know? Or get a bow or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, say you wanted to do, like, a monk thrower. Well, like, how many usable shurikens are there in the game? Do you even know? You know what I mean? There's only, like, 4 that you need.
I grab, like, my snow star out of probably somebody I picked one up on. Again, that's what I'm saying. I collect things.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't have any of that stuff, that's not something that would be that hard to farm up.
No. And I don't want to say that it would be difficult. I just want to... It seems to me... Again, as I go through things on these multiple TRs, I'm like, oh, I'll file this away. And I really need a better inventory system. Because I'll be like, I know I have this somewhere. And I'll go through all of my characters. And you guys will, like, look at me do it. And then we'll find it on Samius. Like, not in his TR cache, but in his backpack. And you'll be like, oh, your inventory kills me. But for me, you know, I have, like, my Vorpal thrower at 12, I think. I have the snow thingamabob at, is it 3 or is it 4?
I don't know. The real answer is you on those builds you just go melee until like level 12, until you can get the quick draw feat into your build.
Yeah, I usually if I'm gonna build around a weapon, I try to do it from as early as possible.
Well, you can do it that way. It's just that stuff dies so much quicker when when you're
Not the point.
an unarmed monk versus a
You are not
shuriken
incorrect.
with no with no feats to make it good yet.
You're not incorrect. However, again, that is not the point. You literally watched me go, I'm gonna play a druid with all these animals and pets and things, and do that until now when it's completely not viable anymore, even though I'm like painfully struggling through the quest making it happen.
I didn't even see you walk in the quest. I was like totally
I walked right past you. Gnolls should count as animals for purposes of mind control. Like, their brains are in their dog parts. How's that even a question? Change my mind. Oh, goodness. How's your match going, Witty? Sounds
Terribly.
good. You just made the match could not go better sound. Alright. Hey, you almost got that guy killed. Moral support.
Get Bart.
That's all I am, pretty much.
Bard. Come on, man. At the very least, you're the guy who drives the caravan around for everybody else. LJ's the heart. You're the pilot. I'm clearly the guy that yells at everybody with insane words. Ben is our brutal killer. Naturally, he's studying the human anatomy so he can be a more efficient killer. Right, like all the best assassins.
Ready for this game to be over.
Dustin is
By
our
the
ears.
way, I'm streaming this for the first time.
Oh, streaming for the very first time. Like a viewer virgin.
When your heart beats next to mine.
So, you're what? Zephyr _ Fire Horny.
It should just be Zephyr Firethorn.
All one word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to try to work out some time when I can put you in the stream queue, my friend.
Yeah.
And let you do the primary and I do the secondary and see if we can't get your stream up a little bit. Although HOTS is a very tough market, it looks like, to break into.
Yeah.
Even people I genuinely think are fun and entertaining, it's very difficult to get audiences.
I'm not streaming for monies anyway. I'm just doing it so people can share in my misery.
Well, for those of us streaming for monies, don't muddy the water. No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, you know what's great? Vikings are free this week.
You know, you said that earlier. I like Vikings.
And you know what? You're pretty good at Vikings. As where everybody else that's playing them because they're free this week are not.
Yeah, I often feel that way when it comes to certain classes, or heroes, I guess is what they're called in Heroes.
And it's painful. Real painful. But hey, I'm not the greatest player either, so whatevs.
Well, according to your rating, I think you're a better player than I am.
I wouldn't trust that at all. So.
I guess it really depends on what I'm playing, right? Like, I keep trying to be good at these heroes that everyone else thinks are good, and they just don't jive with me. But I'm trying to be good at the game. And instead, I just play Gazlowe and just win every match.
Well, you're good with micro characters.
I died.
I see that. I'll rescue you in a minute.
You're good with managing a million things at the same time. You like to spin the plates.
I don't lie. I think I've been put in that role by people. The reason I like Gazlowe is because he doesn't spin a lot of plates. He's just like, let's just put this here and not deal with it.
You gotta spin all the turret plates. All the turret plates.
Oh, man. Where exactly did you die to that?
I'm on the log bridge.
Okay, so you're not that far, I guess.
Okay.
I'm like 3 seconds away from being able to get to the shrine.
Is the hireling close enough if I send her after you?
Well, there's still some guys over here. And probably not.
Okay, that's fair. So I tend to not go over the log bridge. I tend to jump past it and go straight into the lever room.
Yeah, I got by a soulless caster. He has like 2 hit points left.
Okay. Oh, I see him. I see him. Boop. Boop. Here you go. We'll put my finger where it smells funny. Oh, that guy's nasty up there. What?
Your armpit?
I don't think any part of me smells funny, dear. But also, I don't have a sense of smell, so grain of salt. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make with the shrine, I think. I'll finger all these guys and then head to the old shrine bay down there. Get a nap, a little nappity nap. I mean, you can only finger so many guys before you gotta take a nap. That's what I hear. I mean, I don't know the exact quotient, the exact number of guys you can finger without sleeping.
Depends on how big your blue bar is.
Oh, I suppose that's true. Mine's not even... It's not even over 2,000 yet. Let's see. I give unto you a death ward. You're welcome. Hey, also...
My people.
Also, you're my princess now. I'll give you my crown. So I found myself with 200 additional party favors hanging out with Ginger and the High Lords earlier today. So what do I do for like 206 party favors, guys?
Well, you can get a sentience gem to 3 slots.
If I had a gym.
That's correct.
I guess
but they're
I could...
bind to account, so you could get on any other level 20 plus character and go get one.
Right.
That's a lot of cookies.
Oatmeal raisin.
So, I don't see the Reaper. Oh, there he is. Hi. Couldn't see you with how dark you were in the shadow.
You could grind 50 more and get a kobold gem.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. That's not that many more runs, really.
No, it's not. I don't know when it goes away, though. I thought it went away today.
I thought it goes away late, or in the morning.
I thought it went away the 11th.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is someone else said that it was later. So I'll probably need to check, actually. Bye, Freddy. No, that guy's name was Freddy because he got fingered.
Lol.
Look, not every joke's a winner, okay? Sometimes they're just average size.
Somebody has to tell you when you fall flat, I suppose.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I feel like cookies are the way to go.
Well, is there a coffee thing that you can just, like, drink every, like, continuously?
Yeah, there's a thing that has a cooldown as long as it's buff, but if you don't keep it toggled on, like, the whole time, then it gives you a debuff. And, like, it doesn't go away when you're in, like,
Public areas?
Yeah. It doesn't go away on death. You just have to, like, log out, basically, to get it to turn off.
See, the problem with those kind of things for me is that I'm often forgetful, and they usually take up inventory space.
That they do. But so do cookies. Cookies would take up a shit ton more inventory.
So, I don't know.
Versus one sentience gem, which you can put in the bag.
Right. I don't know, you think it's worth the hassle to get the kobold? Did we decide that was not earlier?
I mean, if you want it because it's like a thing and it may or may not ever be a thing again.
Also kobold.
But is it,
yeah,
is it cute? And like, I don't know. I as a person who's never used these sentient gems before, I just don't know what their value is.
I feel like anything kobold related has value, but I love kobolds.
Well, if you're never going to play past level 20, then it doesn't have any value.
Well, I hope I will eventually. Right?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Like, I hope someday I'll be done with my TRing. And there'll be a reason to be level 20 again. And I assume at some point I'll be tired of TRing and want to take a break for a little bit. But that's when I gotta, you know, pay attention to my newfound sponsors' wishes and play WoW for 30 days or whatever it is. So Derek, how many days in a row do I have to play WoW for you to be...
30.
Wow, I gotta play 30 whole days in a row?
30 whole days in a row on camera.
Oh my god.
On cam. In the buff.
I hope I'm getting paid a whole lot more than a 30-day subscription of WoW. I mean, the buff part's just bonus. I'm gonna make so much money by people wanting me to put my clothes back on, you won't even know.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm like the best stripper in town.
I would pay for nudity.
I come to your house. I start stripping,
To
and for $10 I take my clothes off, but for $20 I put them back on. Love that joke.
Get them coming and going.
Mostly I just hope to make them coming, but you know.
Hi-oh.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boop, boop.
No, you just have to put true effort in. If you put true effort in, then I'll. If you don't like after 30 days, then you don't have to play no more.
Well, I mean, like I'm pro like the idea of taking the 2 off days. So Tuesday and Thursday and playing WoW. The biggest problem, of course, is that is it a game that I'm going to just want to run out and explore alone? Is it a game that I'm going to make sure that I can play with the idiots?
I think you'll want to do both.
Okay, so I need to make sure that I'm on the right server then.
You have to play a panda.
There are gnomes in that game, I think.
We have the panda is the stupidest.
Well, you know the rules. I basically pay attention to the chat when I decide to do something.
I think they can only be good guys though, right? I don't really know. WoW.
I know there are 2 fractions. Varian is their king, or was their king, or could be their king again. I don't know. And Gul'dan eats people's souls. Tasty, tasty souls.
And once again,
killed him, though.
people don't get in the bus.
And,
The only thing
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would say the only thing I know about WoW is that's how my ex met the woman he cheated on me with.
Oh my god.
I have a deep, undying grudge against WoW for that reason.
How is it WoW's fault that your ex is a
WoW's
horrible
fault.
person? Sounds like a weak
WoW did it.
ass man to me.
WoW did it.
Yep, I'm blaming WoW. And him, like mostly him, but you know, there was other parts to it.
He was probably on Moonguard too, wasn't he?
Mine. No. Yeah, get him, doggy.
Well, I like almost killed it.
So?
You wanna
That's the first dog I've seen. I'm gonna charm the dogs.
Samus, we could put you on Moonguard, and you can do some role playing.
I mean,
Take you to Goldshire.
whew,
Why don't you charm the Reapers instead? That would be way more
I
useful.
can't. They're not dogs. I can literally only dominate animals. I literally can dominate the animals. Like the Dr. Doolittle of DDO right now, okay?
Literal.
That's right. I don't actually talk to them or they don't talk back, but I bend them over and make them cow to my will. Boop. Why I want this Orthon die. Holy shit. Oh, he died. That elemental is the bad man. He had a death ward.
I killed your dog.
Oh, that's fine. There'll be another dog. There's always more dogs. Like,
There's one right there.
it's like boys. There's always more boys. But sometimes you need a man.
I was gonna kill that guy.
Boop. Here you go. Here's your dream. Here's your dream. Everything you've ever wanted. It's right here, beef.
What a firewall.
And a earthquake. We should probably cast this instead, huh? Probably make a hair more sense. Alright. Oh. So it's weird. Normally my right testicle is the itchy one. Or the left testicle, but today the right testicle is itchy.
Why? Is that like a common thing?
That the left testicle is itchy?
Like, one side being more itchy than the other? Like, why the one side over the other? And, like,
There's
each
probably-
other...
There's probably some wives' tale about that, right? Like, you know, you're gonna earn money today or something.
I mean, didn't Mars go into retrograde or something? Isn't that... That's probably what it is. But yeah,
the only
usually one nut usually itches more than the other.
I think that just means you need to take a bath.
That's also true. I did not make it to the gym today. My migraine was on fire. Good thing about WoW is you don't have to be on the same realm as your friends. Just have to be the right faction. Horde or Alliance, baby bitches. I mean, so here's the thing, right? Who are the hottest girls ever?
Panda.
Green girls. No, what's pandas? No, green girls are the hottest girls ever. So, and then second place, blue girls. Right? And then all the colors of the rainbow are equally tied in fourth. I'm sorry, other girls, other color of the rainbow girls. That's just how it is. So green girls first, then blue girls. Mostly because Smurfette is still hot. And then everyone else. I missed some fragments somewhere. Where? Oh, there they are. Let's go get them fragments. So, it would be a tough call. But I thought gnomes were on the Alliance side. And I feel like I have to respect my Gazlowe heritage. Oh, we should probably get the use shrine, girl. Go shrine. Although, if I'm going to be really fair, I've watched people play WoW on my stream. Even I have a guy that I host that plays WoW. I don't know. I don't know what I would play.
It's not my jam, but a lot of people like it.
That's just it. Again, I literally will try anything that someone sends me. I don't guarantee that I will love it or stick with it.
Except FTL.
Yeah.
Even
we can play that.
FTL.
FTL is great.
I have it. I just haven't got brave enough to do it yet.
I think you'll really like that game too.
I think I would too, but I'd like to know more about it than what I do, and I feel like the learning curve on it is very, very high.
There's like difficulty setting.
You're going to die a lot. It's a given.
Well, I don't mind dying a lot. I just don't want it to be really bad. I'm coming, Beefy.
Oh,
I'm almost there. Just a little bit longer. How did you run out of hit points?
I didn't really heal myself at all. There was more stuff.
Did it teleport away or?
No, it died.
Uh-huh.
There's like at least one more orthon.
Okay.
That feeling when you try to make plays, but nobody knows how to right-click the van.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Why don't you just play someone you can carry the damn match with?
Because I want to get her up to so she's ready to get 25 so I can get a special loot chest for her and get her sweet skin.
Okay.
That only sounds a little bit serial killer-ish. Make sure she rubs the lotion on the skin, okay?
Oh
It's important.
Witty has been going on about this Morales skin since he's heard about it.
Love Mama Morals. She's my favorite.
You're gonna guard him. Alright, I assume that you have heard me yell at many people about leaving at least one of those archers after the door for this guy.
I'll be sure to kill them all.
Okay, that's what
I don't know why I take the medevac. I don't. I'm stupid.
That's
stupid.
what I'm saying. You're
stupid.
You punish yourself on purpose.
I'm an idiot.
That is a teamwork trait or skill or whatever the hell it's called. A communication based thing, and you can almost never get it. The one time that we did was last night, and then that guy didn't want to stick around.
Well, like, that guy was a Dahaka, so it didn't matter if he gets in the van or not.
Alright. That guy should be good. Those groups should successfully keep each other company.
I think your bear is gonna kill it.
I mean, if my bear kills him, obviously it was a necessity. Bump, bump, bump. Bear necessity.
Well, that's over at least.
So, your match went well.
Yeah.
You can always tell how good the match goes with Witty when he says it's over at least.
I made the board though.
Oh.
50% core damage done.
Oh my god, with Morales?
Well, it was Towers of Doom.
Oh, okay.
But still, my team sucked.
Alright, do we see what's his name up here? Alright, yeah, he's up here. We need to save him a thing. I love how the shit did you get up here? Alright, leave that guy up top for him. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I love how the HOTS metagame has shifted the last couple of weeks, it feels like. It just feels real bad. It's probably me, though. No, shit. I did that on purpose. He lied, hoping no one noticed.
I didn't, if it makes you feel better.
Whew. Does.
I noticed.
I totally meant to cast Firewall and Ice Storm on top of each other.
Okay, what do we have?
Coal Chamber?
who doesn't love Coalescence Chamber?
Oh, I like Coal Chamber. It's one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites.
And since I actually have some help, and I have Finger of Death, we might be able to get past the spot where I couldn't get past last time. I was so pissed. I even caked, what, twice?
I don't know.
You saw nothing, thought. Boop. Oh. So here's the real question. How many hearts or thingamabobs do I still have? Or do I have to farm up another tokens of the 12?
Shevra Stone? Is that what you're talking about?
Remember we had to farm up tokens of the 12?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember if we got enough for 2 lives.
No. We only get you only got up to 20.
1. Yeah.
Rare's up.
Here you go. I'm gonna enable your dream again.
Is that a dream where I get tripped?
Oh, there be tripping, I tell ye. But ideally, all them be tripping and you be the killing. Alright, Ray. Here's the deal. I'm going to give you a quick outline. I need a short story from you ASAP.
What?
Dreaded gnome pirate Samius Garobo, captain of USS Fat Halfling, storms the Eiffel Tower and successfully steals France from the people of France.
I think you just wrote it.
I mean, that's basically pretty close, right? But I think that there needs to be a middle and like at least one shot across the French people's bow so they give up. Because we all know that's what they do.
Retreat.
Retreat! So good news, bad news here, Beef. It's going to be a very romantic evening for the two of us because we're going to be all alone.
Lonely. I'm so lonely.
And you just have to head shield me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put that on the list. You want to get this key? You just want to move past?
Whatevs. Okay.
Alright, well then we can ice storm up here.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna head to bed because I've got a 6 a.m. workout.
Oh, sweet. Screenshot, it doesn't happen.
Oh, I'll do it.
And it's got to be a
You're on.
screenshot, not a picture.
Screenshot? Not a picture?
Yeah.
So, like, can I take a picture and then screenshot it?
Damn it, she found a loophole in my evil plan. I suppose that would work.
You're on. Keep an eye on your Twitter.
Alright. I probably won't respawn until, like, 10:30.
Which is like 8:30 my time, so that's alright.
Oh, God. I'm going to be up when you go to your workout.
Yep.
That's crazy, cray. Alright, well, good night. Thanks for swinging by. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
Tell your friends.
I don't have any friends.
Oh, I'm your friend. You can tell me. You can tell me how great I was.
You
I'm the
were
best.
amazing, as always. And, like, I watched this guy stream, and I really think you should check him out.
Oh my God, is his name Sam? Because that'd be the nut.
I think 54 fragment.
There you go. Not away. Night.
No, good night.
Take care.
You believe it, everyone? The one, the only raspberry. Woo!
There's some fragments on the stairs over there.
I see that. You got a big old pile, you said, right?
Yeah, 57. Of the northeast.
That means I probably get 4. You probably picked up all of them. Oh, 62, mother trucker. That was a
Nice,
good pile
nice.
for everyone. Ooh, I hit them with my clubs. We're gonna clubbing. Can I hit people with my clubs in WoW, Derek?
No, but you can kill boars in the forest.
I hear there's an awful lot of gathering muskrat dicks in WoW. I mean,
Specifically muskrat dicks.
so that is what the Defense Guild refers to any quest that is go collect 18 of a thing
That
or
is
whatever.
the greatest.
So anytime you're obligated to go collect X number of a certain thing, it is collecting muskrat dicks. So apparently that is a trend in WoW, but we'll give it a shot.
You don't collect nothing in your game?
I mean, not specifically.
Really? It's like maybe you have to find like 3 different things throughout the quest to like progress it, but it's like in an instance. So it's not like open world farming of stuff. I don't know.
I mean, you can just level by doing dungeons.
Yeah, that's what the guys mentioned. Is there's a lot of like open world dungeon stuff type things. All right, time to find the other portal and close it.
I'm gonna slow fall down. You can wait on me.
Okay. Meet you at the bottoms.
Yeah, I'll see you at the end of the quest. You can just finish it by the time I
Yeah.
get you to my...
That's a slow fall, mother trucker. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't want to hate on it because I have not experienced yet. So I'm trying not to have an opinion. And again, it's something that I think would be really strong. Particularly for, you know, having your guildies come check out the stream and help with the move into it. Because I know that that's one of the things that you said that they're waiting for a noob lost in WoW land. But,
Yeah.
Guess what he's true with that. You can't collect any of these fragments down here. These are my fragments. Good timing. So anyway, I would like to expand my viewership pool. So I'm excited to try it in that regards, but at the same time I'm worried that if I have a negative opinion, you're going to somehow you'll figure out a way to become more popular with Mom than me. And then I'd be the least favorite, and that sounds wrong.
Well, it's like I've always said. If I'd have started with DDO, I'd probably like DDO more.
Yeah.
'Cause I've tried Final Fantasy, I've tried Wild Star, tried all that. And it's just not the same. I've tried DDO. It's just not the same.
You were at 14 yesterday. That sounds about right. Levels at this stage come fast and furious. When you're rocking Reaper, with the various bonuses and stuff like that that's happening, things fast and furious. This guy's the one guy. He's got a death ward. Nobody likes you. Death ward having mother trucker.
Some man over there.
This is one of my favorite quests, and I think the reason why is because I didn't like it. So I had to teach myself how to learn it, and then once you take the time to teach yourself how to learn to do something, it warms up.
I find this quest mediocre, like lukewarm porridge.
I like it. I like this quest a lot, actually. The biggest problem for me for this quest is the fact that you gotta fall down and make the climb back up a second time. But even that I can deal with most of the time. I'm not putting my Featherfall item on. You just get over it, game. Shoot with my fire hand. Pew. So it sounds like I will never get flying in WoW. It sounds like way more effort than I'm interested in. Again, listening to the boys complain about certain things I find very amusing.
Well, I mean, all you gotta do is get to level 60 to get flying. But the new content you can't fly on until you do questline though, but you probably won't ever get there.
Well, I think maybe that's what they're talking about, is that they had to do a bunch of like world quest favor building type things.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're there the whole time, like I am, it just happens. But if someone new, like say you bought the new deal, you get a max level character for free, basically. Yeah, it'd be a pain in the ass to get flying.
Yeah.
But the leveling is a lot easier now than it used to be. It's a lot faster. Dungeons, you can do dungeon queues. I mean, you can stay in one zone now and just level there instead of having to leave. It just kind of scales up to your level. So you can actually see like the whole story of that zone now, instead of, oh man, you already leveled past the zone, now you need to go to a new zone.
Right.
Like, you got rid of that, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do my best to keep an open mind and explore it. Again, I just gotta figure out my schedule.
Don't worry, I'll kill all the scorpions that you left.
I just run them to here.
Nope, they're on the other side of the gate.
Well then, screw them. We'll kill them on the flip side when we come back.
Nope, I'll get them now.
God.
And all the champion bats. and that's my remnant, and you can't have it.
That Lotro girl had 45, but she crashed 3 times. I feel confused.
A 5-to-3 ratio, eh?
I'm here to get me mana. Oh, you're killing the scorpions.
Yeah, here's some crabs for you.
Don't DV him because you healed him by accident once. What are you doing? Yesterday, the giveaway. Was there a giveaway yesterday? I didn't know there was a giveaway yesterday. There will be a giveaway on Wednesday. If people don't know, you visit Shu's stream on DDO stream, and you say something in the chat. And when there's 15 people, at the end of the stream, they will give away 500 turbine point code, I think.
That's too early for me.
It is pretty early. I don't want to say you could fluff and probably set up a bot to do it, but you could probably set up a bot to do it.
That is not worth my time.
Could probably get a Discord bot doing it very easily. Oh, gravity, why? Alright, so there's one gravity related incident. Also, why did my music stop? This song is quiet.
Alright, I have to get to bed, so.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming by, little brother. We'll try to talk some more soon. But if the rents are coming to town, I'll see if we can't make some sort of arrangements to see him. Although it sounds like you're not going to be there anyway, so.
I know it's the 17th, so.
Okay.
That's what they planned so far.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'll holler at you later.
Alright, peace. That's the little brother, everybody. Thankfully, we were able to get this story about how I beat his ass with a blowgun, which is the only story that he ever remembers. Like he got beat up one time by his older brother, and every opportunity he gets, he's gotta bring it up. You have siblings, Beef?
I have a younger sister.
Does she have any stories like that?
Probably.
Like every time you see her, she's got to find some way to bring up some story that you did something terrible.
No, I think she's over that part of her life.
I would like my brother to be over that part of his life, but
I did once cut off most of her hair into her breakfast cereal one morning.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty terrible story. Oh my goodness. I don't want to say that I would be literally murdered if I did something like that, but I'm pretty sure I would literally be murdered if I ever did
get this
anything
mana.
like that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys! Earthquake. Put firewall right here. It never goes, just delayed. Oh, the giveaway? Yeah, I don't actually think I know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what giveaway they do on Mondays. There you go. I tried to heal you.
You missed.
Think I can earthquake these bats in the ground?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, your family story? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My mother took a job out of town when I was pretty young, so I didn't see my brothers very often. So when we did get a chance to hang out, it was usually an awful lot of brutality crammed into a tight little package. Alright, so I'm not going to come back here. So I will cast many buffs upon you.
This Blaze just loves to get me killed.
Uh-oh. I made you moist. So I'm kicking around this idea of this barbarian thrower build based around Vishanti Knife Fighter.
Yeah, I still think that base that I suggested earlier would work.
The wizard barbarian?
No, not wizard. Bard and rogue.
Oh, well, yeah, of course it would. 100%. And it would be everything that I'd want it to be. Except for a wizard level.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to have your Wheaties or whatever, you know? You don't always get Lucky Charms. Sometimes Life cereal was on sale, and that is what you got.
Oh. I might try it. I don't know. I would like to do something a little bit different, a little bit fun. And I think that could cover those bases, you know?
Heal me. Die.
I hit the button. Lag delay.
No, I'm alright.
Kill delay. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hey, are you still crowned? Never mind, I'll just crown you again. Doesn't cost me nothing to crown you. My little princess.
What does that even do?
Gives you a bunch of healing amp and gives you 2d6 extra points of light damage.
Cool.
Yeah, crown's pretty sweet. And if this was hot, it would give me mana, which would also be sweet. Oh, I need to add that to my list of things for my dog build, actually. So I'm going to make a prestige enhancement line and post it in various places on the forums and whatnot that they should do. Where one of the numerous things would be it generates mana. Your dog actually fighting, attacking, and doing things generate mana.
Like a mana battery of sorts?
Yeah. Like whether it generates you temporary mana, probably just temporary mana. But even temporary mana would be good enough. And then I also think that they should get percentage-based damage. And that would be something that you could modify. I need a bigger heal than that. What are you doing? How did you interrupt my lay on hands?
I didn't do anything.
Are you just eating damage? What are you... I've literally laid on hands and gave you the regenerate. What are you doing? Did you put on negative healing amp just to like mess with me?
I don't know. I told you I was on Gimp bar.
It doesn't bother me. I just don't understand how my healing is all of a sudden not working. Is that bugged? Is it bugged and you lose healing amp? What the?
I think that I just like ducked behind a rock or something. You know, lost line of sight.
Okay, well that's not okay, but understandable. Sam could probably beat me in 10 moves in Magic. Well,
If one of those moves includes Black Lotus.
oh my god. I don't think I've actually ever played a Black Lotus.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I won a game.
How did you do that?
My team wasn't complete garbage.
Well, that was nice of them.
Yeah, I played in a vintage tournament in Gen Con one year. I borrowed a friend's Lotus and Mox Ruby and played Vintage Goblin.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't do well. It was like the season was a bunch of 5-colored stack.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, Stacks is always rough.
Got to play against Steven Indian, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty high-level intellectual player.
Well, I mean, he's like the face of vintage.
I guess, maybe. If you don't count, like, Riche or Andy Pervoska.
No, I think that,
Kevin Cron.
no. I don't even know if any of them have even been in the Super League.
First of all of them have.
How have they? I stopped
Yep.
watching the Super League.
And then, secondly, all of those people have won vintage titles in the past.
Oh. Well, the only Steve is the only name that I know.
Alright, well, I finished my quests. So, I
So you're
think
all
that's
prepped?
it for my stream tonight. Toodle. Nobody is watching.
Ooh, how many people you got watching?
I had one, which was
Nice. That's everyone's got to start somewhere.
me.
Yeah, that's more than I have.
Again, we need to make arrangements, and I'll get you hosted.
Will be.
Tweet it out and the things. Yeah, if I knew then what I know now about Magic, I would have bought a lot of stuff too. I mean, clearly I think that's most people, right?
Oh, like as an investment?
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, not even necessarily as an investment, but just stuff that tough to have.
Oh, well, I sold all my paper cards. And I'm happy with that decision.
I mean, so I've been talking with the wife and the kid about selling my paper cards. Like trying to figure out how do we really want to sell these things, like do we want to try to get maximum value out of them by selling ourselves? Do we want to go through Todd? You know, do we want to try to go through some semi-elaborate process? Or do we even want to just not sell them, you know? Like I looked up my Volcanic Islands the other day, and Volcanic Islands is almost double where I thought they were.
What are they? My guess is like 650.
They're 245 or something.
Or oh, you have whiteboarded one?
I do. I'm pulling them up right now. So my revised Volcanic Islands. Oh, this one, maybe, no, they didn't go down. I wonder if I looked at the wrong thing, because they should have been revised. I may have looked at the wrong revision. So, according to this, the MTG stocks now, the price today on Volcanic Islands revised would be between, average price is $350 or $400 basically, and the market price is $360. So I'm not 100% sure on how that quite works out, but
that scares me out there. I don't want to go.
And that is why DDO is the best MMO. I literally saw that ball lightning coming, stepped out of the side, killed the guy. That's the market price according to Volcanic Island, or MTG Stocks. So MTG Stocks specializes in like gathering prices from offers and sales and kind of puts them together and comes up with the price, the actual market value. Where it's listed, whether or not the thing's sold, stuff like that. It's all factored in. So if I took them to the arena and sold them, I'd probably get about $300 a piece. And then if I kept one, in case I decided I wanted to build a paper commander deck, like I kept the one in the worst condition, so we're talking like $1,000. Which is kind of what I'm inclined to do. Even though the idea of commander kind of makes me want to throw up a little in my mouth.
I love command.
But
it's the best format.
Well, a lot of people really like it. It's just, I don't know. Again, once a set gets, or a pool gets too big for me to like mentally kind of inventory the pool, I start to lose the ability to actually assemble it into something.
You don't like Legacy either?
Yeah, the Legacy Modern's too big. Which is part of the reason I really like Frontier. Like, it's big, but it's not so big that I can't put everything in a pile, you know? In my mind.
I don't know, it doesn't bother me having a large card pool. It's cool, like finding discoveries. Well, like somebody surprising you every once in a while with something. It's like, oh, sweet. You summoned a lot of bats.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them. I mean, you got the key, so... Not like I'm holding up the quest.
I don't know if I could take all those trolls by myself.
And put them to sleep.
That's... I don't know. That's weak sauce.
I'd hate to use my class feature to win the video game.
It's stupid.
Stupid, the one thing I'm supposed to be able to do. God, I didn't mean to summon those bats. Oh, I found a fragment though. 13 fragments! Almost there. How hurt are you? You're not that hurt. You'll probably live for me to get a vigor on you, right?
Probably. Gotcha.
Ooh, tasty, tasty troll soul. Man, what is going on? Did someone else start streaming? I don't understand why some days are so good. Some days are terrible. At this time slot. So Les and I are going to go ahead and write some ads to put on like the various other DDO related podcasts. So currently the theme is that I'm going to talk to Jerry as well. So currently the theme is I'm going to get these people to kind of do it in the line of a after school sex ed kind of driver safety kind of scenario. Right? So it'll be like, hi, I'm Lessa. You might remember me from incredibly obscure thing. And I'm here to talk to you today about this guy. And then, like, basically slow roast me in the ad. I think it'd be funny. So if you guys have a series of things that should definitely be mentioned in the slow roasting of one Samius Garobo, please throw it in the chat. I'm gonna DV real quick. I'll be right there. Do we have to butt helmets on? As far as I'm concerned, you don't have to have helmets on. Am I wearing... Oh, I'm wearing this. I thought I was wearing my other hat. I was wearing my other hat earlier, then my wife found my regular beanie.
Do we have the butts?
I had my night beanie on. Uh-oh, beefs! Oh, touch you smell funny. Here you go, bro. There's an earthquake and stuff on its way. So now I'm the knight. Oh shit, I probably just broke the... I did. Damn it. Alright. Oh, I broke the... I don't think I broke the thing. Yeah, I have to... Alright. I'll have to switch to this mode. I've only got a couple more quests to do, or a little bit more of the quest to do, and then I'll reset.
What did you do?
So because I play in windowed mode, I grabbed that top and pulled it down, and it breaks everything.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
If I reach up and grab the bar, the container bar, like it says Dungeons & Dragons Online.
I understand the concept of what you did, but I don't understand what it breaks.
Well, it resizes the screen, and that breaks OBS. OBS no longer detects it correctly.
Oh, so you're streaming a blank screen?
I would have been, yeah. So now instead I'm just raw capturing the whole window now, which doesn't care. But if it won't detect DDO anymore correctly.
Nice.
Yeah, it happened earlier today too. I got overzealous in my... It normally happens when I like mouse look and jump. Oh shit. Alright, I have to put Featherfall. No, I'm not going to put Featherfall on. It's a point of pride not to use Featherfall in this damn quest. I'm gonna do it.
I'm a ginormous PDK. I'm using Featherfall.
I think I took Featherfall as a spell. I usually don't mind doing that. I think the problem is my jump spell wore off. Yeah, that was it. You sound tired, Witty. Don't do it.
Meh.
Don't wuss out. So I almost said puss out, right? Like don't puss out. Why is that a derogatory statement? This doesn't make any sense to me. How that is a euphemism. Because doesn't that mean like awesome, like love and affection?
Puss?
Yeah. Like who here doesn't love a nice puss? Right? Like, it doesn't make any sense how that's an insult. So that is not the button I wanted to push. Alright, I'm going to attempt very hard to finger this guy. Preferably without summoning 10 million bats to kill us. Oh good! It's a one that has a death ward. It's the best kind of cubes.
You're gonna play in here with them, huh?
Yeah, because out there they just spawn like crazy. And I do not want to deal with that. That's what killed me last time, because those bats just spawned too many champs.
There you go, now there's an ice cube.
Nice. Perfect. How did that not kill everything? I can't believe... Of all the champions to get, it had to be the one that has a death ward on it. Yeah, because this is how I lost this quest the last time I was in here. It was this fight. This fight broke me. Broke my spirit.
You can drop a remnant. Alright, protect me, I have the key.
Okay. I mean, can't I just pick up the key and res you if you died?
No.
Impossible.
Not the places I can.
So a friend of mine brought me a token that another friend picked up for me in GP, whatever the singing city is. What's the singing city? Nashville?
Sure.
Let's call it Nashville.
People sing there.
You sung there?
People sing there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to assume it's Nashville. And, in the army, I took 3 women on and they choked me out in 10 seconds. You have the weirdest, like, interjections of anyone I've ever met. Just so you know.
Hashtag run away.
I'm not saying they're bad. They're just... Like, I try really hard to have weird interjections. You beat me 100% of the time. Some of them are unreal. Alright. Whee! Break my ankles.
More bats.
What was I even saying? Oh my god, that was crazy. I don't even know. I've been completely derailed. That was truly masterful. Is there a little bit of haste now that stacks?
I don't know.
This is on 32% faster. Yoink. And this should be mostly clean already. Witty, we're getting close to another life, my friend, if you would like to DDO with us.
That's okay. I ain't got time for that.
I mean, to be fair, you probably do like one evening with me and then like out level me. Like you'd be like, oh, I have to make a new character. You're level 4. Who cares? What? That's dumb. I don't want to do that. And I'd be like, oh, come on, I'll be fine. And you'd be like, I'll just die a bunch. I'm like, it's okay. You can die all you want. And then we'll log off, and you'll be level 7, and I'll be level 4 still. Damn dirty first lifers. Oh, I remember now. I was telling the story about how LJ brought me my token from the City of Singing. And he goes, hey, I have a token for you. And I'm like, cool, how did you get that? He said, it was a monster pearl. I said, never mind, you keep it. It's like, you don't want it? I'm like, not if it was a monster pearl. Like, Monster Pearls sound fun, but in real life, I'm pretty sure Monster Pearl would be gross. Alright, that guy's got the big hits. I think I have this key over here. Oh, sweet. Let me double check this. Sweet. Yep, still broken. Alright guys, I think... Oh yeah, I should just do that too. I think with that, because I broke the screen, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. We only have this much more till we level anyhow. And that'll basically cap us. Not basically to it, we will cap us. So depending on how things go, maybe I can get some help from some peeps. Maybe I can gather some epic tokens tomorrow night. And if we do that, then I could potentially TR come Wednesday. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But since I successfully broke DDO on the stream, I'm just going to go ahead and take off. Thanks for hanging out. And you're much appreciated, Beef. Witte.
Bye.
Those of you in this channel. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I guess you can't see me point at you guys because that's on top. It's like on top of everything. Toodles.